In these filters, the backwash mechanism is often quite complex and may be automatically operated by electric, pneumatic, or hydraulic operators. This is covered in more detail in your text. The important thing to remember here is that there are a number of filters that are cleaned by reversing the direction of flow through the filter. A third filter that's similar to a backwash filter is the pre-coat filter. A pre-coat filter has two different filter mediums. First, there is a cartridge that's usually made of metal and is similar to backwash filter elements we've discussed. What's different is that this filter element is coated with a second filtering medium called a pre-coat. Pre-coat material is usually a powdery wood product, but it can be a synthetic product. Pre-coat material, in combination with the filter element, enables these filters to remove very small particles. Normal flow through a pre-coat filter is opposite to the flow in the backwash filter we saw. Fluid enters here, passes through the pre-coat material and the filter cartridge, and is then discharged here. Contaminants are trapped in both filter mediums. When the pre-coat filter requires cleaning, the inlet and outlet are closed off, and a backwash is directed through the filter like this. The backwash dislodges the trapped particles as well as the pre-coat material itself. It's all discharged out the backwash drain. To get new pre-coat material into the filter, there's a separate pre-coat inlet here and an outlet here. The pre-coat is mixed with water and fed into the filter. The pre-coat is deposited on the filter elements, while the water it was mixed with is drained off here. A sight glass may be provided to check the coating on the filter element and make sure it has attached properly. If it has, the filter can be returned to service. But sometimes, after extended service, so many contaminants collect on the filters that they can't be cleaned through backwashing. Some of these contaminants may be oily and will prevent the pre-coat from attaching to the filter elements. If this happens, the elements may have to be removed and steam cleaned. Similarly, with backwash filters, if elements remain clogged even after repeated backwashing, they'll have to be cleaned or replaced. And if sand were being used as a filtering medium, the sand would have to be replaced if backwashing failed to clean it. If the plates in a knife-edge filter became clogged, you may find yourself unable to turn the handle. Now, if this happens, don't force the handle, or you'll probably damage the discs inside. Instead, take the filter apart and soak it in a solvent recommended by the filter manufacturer. If the discs are really clogged, it may be easier to simply replace the entire disc assembly. Now, one good way to keep the discs from getting really clogged is to periodically remove the drain plug and clean out any dirt and sludge that has collected in the bottom of the filter. Well, so far, we've looked at quite a few strainers and filters, and we've seen that they use many methods to accomplish the same job, the job of removing contaminants from fluids. Now, when something goes wrong with a strainer or a filter in your plant, you should be able to identify what type of strainer or filter it is and know basically how it works. Believe me, this knowledge will help you to fix the equipment quickly and easily. Now, when we come back, we're going to look at a piping component that you may not have worked on very often, but one that's more common in the plant than either strainers or filters. But first,